Coming up on this week's edition of Carolina Insider. The business landscape is changing, how a once blue world is turning pink. Masks are protecting us, but we'll tell you who they might be hurting. But first.
But whenever I come to something like this, I feel like you listen, but your mind is made up.
One energy company is raising their prices, how customers are pushing back. Carolina Insider starts now. Hello and welcome to Carolina Insider. I'm Tom Santaniello. Our top story today: South Carolinians are making their voices heard about a proposed electricity rate increase, and they're not happy. This week, the Public Service Commission held 3 hearings about Dominion Energy's plan to raise its rates by nearly 8%. Under the proposal, a typical South Carolina customer would end up paying about 1% more every year on their electric bill. But the increase would have a disproportionate impact on those living on a fixed income, and they're among the most vocal.
But whenever I come to something like this, I feel like you listen, but your mind is made up.
Since the meeting was virtual, every caller's words had to be spoken and recorded by someone in the hearing room for the public record. The decision is expected to come in February. In other news, active coronavirus cases are on the rise. In the most recent report, South Carolina saw more than 1,300 new cases. Here on campus and in the community, there are 88 active cases among students and employees, according to the school's most recent update, most of which are students. And here in Richland County, there have been more than 1,000 new cases in the past 2 weeks, meaning the incidence rate is considered high. Columbia's mask ordinance has been extended, which means that the capital city will have to deal with mask pollution for a while longer. You see them everywhere, on the ground, in the streets, and going down the drain. Did you know plastics like face masks can take up to 450 years to decompose, which leads to consequences for humans and nature in the future? Research shows that 80% of the litter found on beaches originates inland, and that may cause harm or even death to birds or aquatic life that eat them. So be sure to keep your mask on until you find the right place to throw them away. A familiar beverage company is bringing jobs to the Midlands. A White Claw hard seltzer brewery is coming to Columbia, and the company is bringing 300 jobs with it by next summer. Other businesses around Columbia are looking for some seasonal help much sooner. In today's Soda City scene, Merideth McIntyre tells us where you can make some money. Merideth?
Thanks, Tom. That's right. With holidays right around the corner, more companies are getting their holiday staffing set up. If you found yourself suddenly on the job search, there are a lot of great opportunities for you this season. As more shoppers may be shying away from stores and shifting their purchases to online during the pandemic, retailers have stepped up the pace of hiring in stores and in warehouses. UPS announced it will be hiring 100,000 workers for the season. Amazon is also hiring 1,300 new warehouse workers in South Carolina. Other employers in the area that are also looking for help during this busy season, such as Belk, Macy's, Dick's Sporting Goods, Whole Foods, Kohl's, and many others. If you plan to stick around town for the holidays, you can find more info on Columbia's online job portal. Back to you, Tom.
Thanks, Meredith. South Carolina is one of the top states for women entrepreneurs to start a business. Brianna Moody is in West Columbia to tell you about one here in the Midlands.
Who's going to do the fried Oreos?
Me!
We've got 2 daughters and a son, so it's really exciting just to go through this whole process.
Palette co-owner Lindsay Woodlock knows owning a business is one thing, but being an inspiration is more. Somehow, the smallest step in the right direction ended being the best decision of her life.
A lot of planning and thought went into the whole design and concept of Palette. And so when we opened up our restaurant the first week of February, we were super excited and all ready to go.
Having a degree in education from the University of South Carolina, owning a business was not part of the plan at first.
Exciting for me to watch everything happen.
After reopening because of COVID-19, the solo idea became a family affair.
In the United States, women own over 40% of all businesses. Even though women are still disproportionately compared to men, women have gained momentum over the past 10 years. With well over 100,000 women-owned businesses in the Palmetto State, South Carolina is ranked 4th in the nation with women entrepreneurs.
Places like the Women in Business Center offers the opportunity for women entrepreneurs to network and expand their brand. Program manager Shanice Cleckley feels being an entrepreneur gives women their voices back.
I am really excited that women use entrepreneurship to not only as a career choice or a way to live out their passion, but they understand that it is meaningful work in order to serve a community.
With more women taking charge of their lives, society will have no choice but to raise the bar. For Carolina Insider, I'm Brianna Moody.
Thanks, Brianna. That's it for Carolina Insider, a student production here in the Kennedy Greenhouse studio at the School of Journalism and Mass Communications. Thank you for joining us, and see you back here on Friday.